Howdy, friends. I had one heck of a whirlwind day today, y'all. I got, and my nose itches. I just finished watering everything. It takes me a while. It takes me about 2 hours to water everything now. And I got a bunch more stuff to plant. Anyway, I told y'all this morning that I had to go to the John Deere store before noon at the big town, 45 minutes south of here. Well, I went there. I got everything, and goodness gracious, their stuff is expensive. All I got was 2 air filters and one oil filter. I had one oil filter unopened in the box left over from last summer, I guess. And it's time to change the oil on that John Deere again, and I like to always keep a spare oil filter and air filter. And if it had a fuel filter, I'd do that too, but I can't find a fuel filter on it anywhere. But I only put clean gas in it. After the gas is sitting in the 5-gallon gas containers over the winter, I pour it in my truck fuel tank. My truck, big Hemi engine, it can handle a lot more stuff like that than my John Deere can. So all the gas that is left over, I got 3 5-gallon gas cans. So all the gas that is left over in them from the extremely long winter, I poured in the truck. And they're sitting in the back seat of the truck empty now, waiting to get refilled for this summer. I don't know where I was going with all that, y'all. But anyway, I went over there and got the oil filter and 2 new air filters. The air is so dusty here, y'all. I have to change filters at least twice a year, and I should do it probably 3 or 4 times. They get so covered in dust, and it's inside a housing, and the air goes through the filter, and then it's got a hose that goes down to the carburetor. And the filter on the side that hose is on, it was filthy. It's a wonder that carburetor even works. But it fires up first try every time, even after sitting all winter. First try, it fired right up. I had to put a new battery in it last year. You got to do that with any vehicle, so it's no biggie. I went to IHOP. There's Kitty Callie's butt. Went to IHOP while I was over there. I love IHOP. I don't know why. I've been hungry for Sonic also, and they got a Sonic over there, but for some reason I picked IHOP, and it's funny. My meal, and I had two meals. I had eggs and sausage and hash browns, plus I had the double blueberry pancakes and bacon. So I had 2 meals. And my bill, and I drank iced tea. My bill was $22. And when I was leaving, I do this every time I go in there or anywhere I go to eat. I pick out somebody in there and tell the cashier I want to pay for their meal also. and then I pay and they don't know who paid. And I walk out and feel blessed that I'm a long way from rich, y'all, but I can afford to buy somebody's meal every now and then. But this one surprised me. It was a man, probably in his mid to late 20s, and a young boy, 3 or 4 years old, sitting there alone. And I don't know them, never saw them before. They were Hispanic. And they were sitting, I was sitting here, and there was the aisle, and they were sitting here right next to me, but with the aisle in between us. And I was watching them, and they were having a good time together, the two of them. I don't know their story at all, but they were enjoying their time together. And I looked all over the restaurant, and that's who I decided to pay for their meal. And so when I went up to the cashier as I was leaving, I told her I wanted to pay for theirs too. And so she went back and got their ticket. It was back at the kitchen, I guess. And I didn't look at what they were eating. I didn't pay attention. I got no idea. But their bill was $64. Mine was 22, and I had two meals. And theirs was $64. I don't know what the heck they were eating. They both must have had ribeye steaks or something. I don't know. But anyway, it got paid for. I had a couple of 20s that I had pulled out of my wallet. I had already paid for mine while I was sitting at the table, but I didn't want to pay for theirs sitting at the table because I didn't want them to know who paid for it. And so I went to the cashier stand up front to pay for theirs. And I had pulled out a couple of 20s because I figured, $20 each would cover them. Mine was 22. And she told me 64 something, I think it was 60 something, I don't remember. I said, I had that much in my wallet, but I wasn't going to give her all my cash, and that was just about all I had. So I put it on a credit card, and in a few days, in a week, whenever it is, I get paid again, I'll pay it off. But that was that. And then I went to the tractor place, and then I went to Walmart, because it's right just a tenth of a mile from the tractor place. And I hate going to Walmart. I hate going to that big town, but I had to go there to get those tractor parts. So then I went to Walmart, and I got all the stuff there that I normally get, except water. I didn't buy water. The stash of water, cases of water I got back here is still pretty high. I've got 3 stacks, and 2 of them goes almost to the ceiling, and one of them is just a couple of cases shorter than the other 2. So I got enough water to last me a long time. And I get the biggest cases of water that Walmart has. So I didn't get any water this time. That's the first time I went to Walmart and didn't get water in years. But I've got enough to last me a while. This water right here. I bought the paint for my house finally for the trim. Let me show you if I can find the card. I don't know where I put it. Hang on, y'all. Well, let me look around a little bit. It's nearby here somewhere. I didn't know I'd emptied out my pockets, but evidently I had. I'll be right back. Oh, I got that thing stuck in my ear. I can talk to you as I walk around. You know, the siding on my house is sort of a medium gray, and it's trimmed in white. And I never did like it. Never did like the trim, but it was freshly painted 4 years ago, just before I bought it. And I wasn't going to change it just because I didn't like white. And I was thinking of sort of a color like this for the trim to go with that light gray, but I put paint chips up by the gray, and I didn't like that color next to it. And on my Facebook, I asked several times what people thought, and I had this in the back of my mind too. There's a lot in the back of my mind, but this was back there also. But I have never been a black person. Black has never been my favorite color, but I thought black would look nice with that gray trim. And several people at my Facebook suggested black. And so this is what I got. Flat black. And I got it today. And I got the primer. I'm gonna get that white off. It's just flaking. It's coming off in big chunks. I showed y'all in a video lately. And it evidently wasn't prepped right or painted while it was wet or something, because I've never seen paint come off the way it is coming off all of the trim. So most of it's coming off pretty easy, and several weeks ago I bought a sander so I can sand it and get it good and smooth, and then I'll prime it and put flat black, and I think that's gonna look sharp. All right, what else did I do today? And good gosh, y'all, have y'all priced paint lately? I don't know. I guess the last time I painted a house was when I was flipping houses back in the 70s and 80s, and I don't remember how much paint was back then, but I just about had a heart attack. I thought the price for 1 gallon of paint, I thought I could paint the whole house. The whole house. Not just the trim. I was wrong. Goodness gracious. And I just got 1 gallon. I think 1 gallon will probably do the whole house. I don't know. I may have to go get another one, but anyway, I think that's pretty much it there. I got Kitty Callie a bunch more food. I got me. I don't know if I got me any food or not. I don't remember getting me any food. One of my friends brought me this a while ago. Look at there. I don't know what it is. It's meat and noodles and a ton of gravy and mashed potatoes and a ton more gravy. And yesterday, a friend of mine here in this town, I might have told y'all in a video this morning or last night, I don't remember. A friend of mine in this town opened a restaurant in the next town north of here, which is the county seat for this little county. And it's an Italian restaurant. Right now, all she's selling is pizza and spaghetti and meatballs. And I bought what they call a pioneer pie. Y'all, this is no lie. I've eaten pizza all over the world. That pizza was the best pizza I have ever put in my mouth. I bought a medium, which her medium, at Pizza Hut, a medium is like this. Her medium is like this. It came out, and I thought, good gosh, she gave me an extra large. And she said, nope, that's medium. I said, well, I'd hate to see your large. And I ate about a third of it there, and I brought it home, and I ate some more late last night, and I finished it for breakfast this morning. Y'all, I don't think I lost any weight this week. And then I went and ate 2 breakfasts at IHOP. And now I got this for so I wasn't going to eat supper, and I may not. I'll probably put this in the fridge. But I bought some primer paint for my truck. I am gonna, that finishing that body work is gonna be my next project, but I've got more story to tell you before I get to that truck. But they don't sell truck paint or primer here. So I bought enough primer paint to finish my project on the truck. I had my truck washed. There's a good car wash over there that does a really good job, and I had it washed. Except this time, it washed the wheels good on one side of the truck, but it didn't wash them hardly at all on the other side, and I can't figure that out. But anyway, I'll have to wash them by hand on the one side. It looks like a new truck, except on the side that I'm doing the body work to, or somebody sideswiped it, hit and run while I was inside a store. And talking about that, for the first time in my life, I only have liability insurance. I hate doing that, but good gosh, insurance is getting so high. It's crazy. I've been paying it, and it keeps going up, and I hadn't had a ticket in, what is this, 2025? It's been, I was still with my first wife, and that was a long time ago. It's over 25 years since I've had a ticket, and I only had one, I think, ticket, no, or maybe 2. I don't remember. I had 2. One of them I went to that driver defense class, and they erased one, and then I got another one, and I couldn't go to driver training class again, defensive driving, whatever it is. But that was 25 plus years ago. So I don't know why. And my truck is 13 years old. You'd think it'd be cheap, but it's not. It's crazy. $287 a month. That's crazy for insurance. I had my first 4, 5, 6 cars. The car payment wasn't that much. I know they're a whole lot higher now, but I hadn't financed a car in probably 25 years. It's been a long time since I financed a car. And I'm going to keep that truck for the rest of my life. I love it. The inside looks new. The outside looks new, except for the side that got sideswiped. And it's going to look new again before long. What else? Oh, look what I got today also. While I was over there, I got me another tripod. It's still in the box. I'm still using the Bibles to hold it. And this is way more stuff. I don't want the lights, but it came with the lights. And it has a remote for the camera, which I'm glad, because this one that I had that broke had a remote, and I lost it about 5 hours after I unboxed it. So I think I did get to use the remote one time, and then I lost it, and I hadn't found it since. So I got the remote again, and this one you can fold up the legs like that, and use it for a selfie stick. Except I don't ever use a selfie stick, but you can do it if you want to. And that thing wasn't but $19. So one of y'all was looking for, oh, it was Harry, Terry, Harry, whatever your name is. You was looking for something. This is a good one at Walmart, $19. Uh, it's a Vivitar brand too. Vivitar is a good brand. Can you see it? All right. What else? I went to Home Depot. Is that the name of it? The competitor of Lowe's. Back in Texas, I shopped at Lowe's all the time. Well, they don't have a Lowe's anywhere within driving distance of me here, so I go to Home Depot. And oh, before I went to Home Depot, out in front of the mall, they have a tiny mall there. I think it's got 3 stores, but they call it a mall, and it is a mall. You go inside and go to the right to one store and to the left to one store, and right in front, when you walk in the back is J.C. Penney's. There might be 2 stores over here and 2 over there. I don't know. There's not a lot. It's the smallest mall I've ever seen. Uh, but in the parking lot out front of the mall, right on the main drag through the big town south of here, my back hurts. That surprises you, doesn't it? There's some companies got probably almost an acre of plants, flowers, and vegetables, plants for sale. And I whooped in there and went and parked and went up there and said, "Do y'all have any roses?" She said, "Yeah, up by the front fence. They got cinder blocks surrounding their little shop, and what do you call them? The fence posts sticking through the holes in the cinder blocks. Just 2 cinder blocks high. It's not a high fence, and it would be real easy for somebody to come in there at night time and steal everything they wanted for free. But maybe they got a night watchman or something. I don't know. But anyway, she set up by the fence, and I walked right by the fence going up there to where their cashier table is, and I didn't see any roses. I was looking all over the place, and I didn't see anything that looked like a rose, but it's a big space with plants spread out everywhere. And so I went up there and looked, and they had I told y'all I bought 3 roses almost 4 years ago that was about 3 inches high. Well, they had some that was 4, maybe 5 inches high. They were $28.95 each. $28.95 each. That's a lot of money for a little wannabe rose, but I bought 4 of them. I'm going to put them over here. I'm going to make the rose bed that I got already, I'm going to make it go around the corner up to the entrance porch soon. My back is never going to get relief. I got a lot of work to do to make that bed extended around the corner, but that's what I'm going to do. And I bought more dahlias. The corner bed I got out there, I planted, it's got a bunch of them that came up, but there's 4 or 5 that didn't come up, and it looks kind of weird to have them, in certain spots and then a big spot where there is none. So Either they didn't come up or somebody borrowed them. It's strange that most would come up, but not all. And there's a lot of thievery around here, so nothing would surprise me. But I bought more to put out there. They're just not going to be, and they're bulbs, so it's going to take them forever to sprout and come up through the dirt and get as big as the ones I already got. But hopefully they'll do it before the snow starts. And I don't know anything about dahlias. You know, planting flowers and vegetables up here is totally different than planting them on the Texas Gulf Coast. And I don't know if, I never planted dahlias. I don't know if I've ever seen a dahlia, but the picture was pretty, so that's what I picked before and today to match what I already had. And I don't know if they come back year after year. I got no idea. I hope they do, because they're kind of expensive. Everything up here is expensive. I guess everything everywhere is expensive now. But anyway, I hope they come back year after year. And then I got the roses. And then I went to Home Depot and I bought a bunch of the big bags of Miracle Grow potting soil. I had 4 giant bags of it, and I used those all in my new vegetable garden. And I wanted some for the new flower bed that I'm building all the way around all of my lilac bushes. And so I got them today. And they had them on sale for, it said Memorial Day sale. So I got that, and I forgot, I think 44 of the the super big bags of red bark mulch. The bed of my pickup is full. I mean, from corner to corner and bottom to top, it is full of red bark mulch. So I got all that, and my shoulder is not happy with me. I need to call that bone doctor, whatever, I forget what he's called. And all that mulch and potting soil is still in my truck bed. I hope nobody noticed it and comes to borrow it tonight. I should have backed the truck in the garage, but I didn't, or drove it front endwards. I didn't. Maybe I'll go out and do that. It wasn't all that expensive. It was on sale for Memorial Day also. I don't even know when Memorial Day is. I need to look at my calendar. I don't remember how much it was, but I think it was 44 bags of it. Whatever it was, that filled up the bed of my truck. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for your daily Bible readings? We're in chapter 27 of 1 Chronicles. Military and civil officials, it says. Now the children of Israel, after their number, to wit, the chief fathers, chief fathers and captains of thousands and hundreds, and their officers that served the king in any matter of the courses which came in and went out month by month throughout all the months of the year. Every course were 24,000. Over the first course for the first month was Jeshabeam, the son of Zabdiel, and in his course were 24,000. Of the children of Perez, let me see where I'm at, 30. Oh, goodness gracious, you got 30 minutes of redneck ramble. All right. The third captain of the host, no, I didn't give you the second first. And over the course of the second month was Dodai. I don't know how to say these people's names. I'm just taking a wild stab in the dark. Dodai an Ahohite, and of his course was Mikloth also the ruler. In his course likewise were 20 and 4,000. The third captain of the host for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, a chief priest, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. This is that Benaiah, who was mighty among the 30 and above the 30, and in his course was Ammizabad his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Asahel, the brother of Joab, and Zebadiah his son after him, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The fifth captain for the fifth month was Shamhuth the Israelite, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The sixth captain for the sixth month was Ira, the son of Ikesh the Tekoite, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Helaz the Pelonite of the children of Ephraim, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Sibekiah the Hushathite of the Zarhites, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Abiezer the Anathothite of the Benjamites, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Mahariah the Netophathite of the Zarhites, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah the Parathonite of the children of Ephraim, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The 12th captain of the 12th month was Heldiah the Netophathite of Othniel, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. Furthermore, over the tribes of Israel, the ruler of the Reubenites was Eleazar, the son of Zikri, of the Simeonites, Shephatiah, the son of Micah, of the Levites, Hashabiah, the son of Kemuel, of the Aaronites, Zadok, of Judah, Elihu, one of the brethren of David, of Issachar, Omri, the son of Michael, of Zebulun, Ishmaiah, the son of Obadiah, of Naphtali, Jeremoth, the son of Azriel, of the children of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Azaziah, of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joel, the son of Pedaiah, of the half-tribe of Manasseh in Gilead, Iddo, the son of Zechariah, of Benjamin, Jaasael, the son of Abner, of Dan, Azareel, the son of Jeroham. These were the princes of the tribes of Israel. But David took not the number of them from 20 years old and under, because the Lord had said he would increase Israel like to the stars of the heavens. Y'all remember that? David remembered. Joab, the son of Zeruiah, began to number, but he finished not, because there fell wrath for it against Israel. Neither was the number put in the account of the Chronicles of King David. And over the king's treasures was Asmaveth, the son of Adiel, and over the storehouses in the fields, in the cities, and in the villages, and in the castles was Jehonathan, the son of Uzziah, and over them that did the work of the village for tillage of the ground was Ezri, the son of Chaleb, and over the vineyards was Shemaiah, the Ramathite. Over the increase of the vineyards from the wine cellars was Zabdi, the Shifmite, and over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the low plains was Baal Hanan, the Gederite, and over the cellars of oil was Joash. I would like to have been over the sycamore trees and the olive trees, but I wasn't there at the end. I was in a wrong place. And over the herds that fed in Sharon, oh, I would have liked that job too, was Shitrai, the Sharonite, and over the herds that were in the valleys was Shaphat, the son of Adliah. Over the camels also was Obal, the Ishmaelite, and over the asses was Jedediah, the Meronothite, and over the flocks was Jases, the Hagarite, and these were the rulers of the substance, which was King David's. King David had a lot. Also Jonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a wise man, and a scribe, and Jehiel, the son of Hachmoni, was with the king's sons, and Helithophel was the king's counselor, and Hushai the Archite was the king's companion. And after Ahithophel was Jehoiada, the son of Benaiah, and Abiathar, the general of the king's army, was Joab. I'm going to stop there, y'all. That's 34 verses. I'm tired. I'm ready to go right in yonder, relax on my recliner where my back gets stretched out and there's no head or neck or anything pushing down on it. Yep, I think I'll stop there. Sorry I gave y'all so much redneck ramble. I'll put, of course, at the end of the video, you won't care, but I'll put to skip to the 30-minute mark if you don't want to hear a bunch of redneck ramble. All right, y'all. I appreciate every one of you. I thank you all so much for being here and commenting and sharing and giving me thumbs up and all that good stuff. It helps, all of that helps my channel. I'm not here for the money. My channel is not monetized. I just do it because I like sharing Jesus and His holy word. And the whole world needs what I share, even though I'm not a teacher or preacher. I'm a nobody that loves Jesus. And I want everybody to know Jesus and to get interested and actually read His holy word. That's why I'm here. So y'all share my videos, the ones that you think are appropriate to share. 'Cause I do a lot of redneck ramble. I know I don't have anybody to share my day with, so I share it with y'all. And I know some of y'all like it, and some of y'all fuss at me for it. So, but that's how I'm going to do it. I usually don't get this much redneck ramble, but you nearly always get a little bit. So that's that, y'all. I'm gonna start say pack it up and move in there, but there ain't nothing to pack up. I got Bibles in there too. I'll pack up a bottle of water. First, I'm gonna eat a few bites of this stuff here, whatever it is. That's what I'm gonna do first, because I gotta. I shouldn't though, as much as I ate at lunchtime. I ate breakfast at lunchtime, and I ate a lot, and I ate every bite of both things. But y'all, also at Walmart, I went to uh, Tractor Supply. It's right across the street from the John Deere tractor. I went to Tractor Supply, and their jeans were ridiculously high. Their Wrangler jeans, like $44, $47, $48 each. I forgot one of those 40 numbers. And at Walmart, they had them for 19. And I keep losing weight, getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I've gone from size 46 waist to size, I bought 38 today. And 38s are even too big for me. The ones I'm wearing now, the ones I've been wearing the last few weeks, is size 40. And I have to cinch them up tight with the belt because they're too loose. I thought, well, 38 will be all right. I tried them on, they're too big for me. So while they still got all the tags and everything on them, I'm going to take them back and get a 36 or a 34. From size 46 to 34 or 36 in a year. And I'm still losing weight. And I'm eating like a little pig. I can't figure it out. But anyway, that's it. See, you got started off with the redneck ramble and you got ended with some more. I could sit here and talk to you all day, but I won't put anybody. That's how come I don't have any wives, probably. They didn't like hearing me talk all the time. But anyway, that's it. God bless you, friends. I love and appreciate every one of you.